If you are in a conscious love relationship and you have noticed over the last couple of weeks that you've been feeling a little off or a little irritable, or noticing some old subconscious patterns popping up into your reality and into the frequency between you two, I just want to give you a couple tips to help you anchor into that a little bit more. As you know, there are higher levels of frequency and consciousness coming into the planet, into Earth, into our own DNA, into our cells. And many of us are going through different up-leveling through this process. And so, of course, as we up-level, we often end up confronting different aspects of our subconscious mind that shows up in shadow aspects. So if you found yourself a little more entangled, a little less harmonious, or you've had some, just different aspects arising over the last couple of weeks, I just want to invite you into a place within yourself to be able to go back into your heart and ask yourself the questions that you need to ask in order to come back into alignment with your true nature and your true being and in your sovereign alignment. So when you are noticing yourself being triggered by your partner or even by, just aspects of the relationship, so not directly the human version of the person that you're in a relationship with, but the aspects of the third dimensional physical manifestations that are kind of happening in your world, if those things are popping up and you really want to get more aligned, coming back into the self and into the heart to find out what is this mirroring is going to help you so much. Because even though we know that everything outside of ourselves is really a mirror and a reflection for what's happening within, often we forget because we get back into our trigger, our personality, or into our human states where we're in reaction as opposed to self-reflection. So over the next couple of days, I really just invite you to pull back into yourself, get realigned with your own true soul, your multidimensional self, your infinite nature of consciousness, and ask, what is this mirroring for me now? Because as you have committed to higher degrees of happiness, higher degrees of flow, higher degrees of love, there are going to be shadows that want to pop up as we grow and expand. So as we grow around these pains or any of these trickster type energies within ourselves, we have two options. So one, we can go into the pain and say, wow, this is happening again, and it's that person's fault, and go into blame or any of those pieces and then catch ourselves. But even when we catch it ourselves, recognizing that, wow, I'm really just putting this onto another person, we also still have that victim mentality that can sometimes really drag our energy down and pull us backwards and have us not really create a solution for ourselves. So in that self-reflection place where you're like, it's just time for me to go in and look inside and see what are these shadows coming up. Have compassion. What is it that's arising for me? What are the old patterns? What are the new tools that I have around these patterns? What are the truths of these patterns? And what is the gift that my partner is giving me right here and right now through these things that feel a bit squishy or scrunchy or a bit painful even? And when you can really see what the gift is and allow yourself to go there without doing, a spiritual bypass to say, oh, it's a gift, I'm fine, but really go through the feelings and the emotions and recognizing of what your partner is bringing up inside of you to be seen and revealed and healed, then you will be able to actually integrate and shift into a new level of consciousness, a new level of frequency to be able to move that forward. So it's coming up to the surface to be cleared. The patterns are coming up to be seen, revealed, transmuted, alchemized, and cleared so that you actually heal yourself in a whole new way. So that is my invitation for you, is to be able to come back in, take the time, go back into your heart and really see what it is. And then when you discover what it is, sending that love, compassion, and gratitude to be able to do the healing and the deep healing that wants to actually happen with this. Because all of it's a gift. And as we know, it's not out there, it's in here. And so what is it inside of ourselves that we need to heal? And then the second thing is to invite you to have the courage to share, because the way that we connect with our beloved is to be able to really allow ourselves to be vulnerable and be real about the shadows and the things that are popping up for ourselves right now, and the fears and anything that's showing up in our world and in our reality. It's important for us to allow ourselves to anchor back into our own soul self and do the vulnerability pieces. And that creates intimacy and safety and connection and trust and grounding, and creates a really stable foundation for you and your sweetheart so that you can actually create something new for yourselves. So for more tips or anything else you want to know, we do have a retreat that's coming up shortly in November. And I'd love to have you join here in Mexico. We're doing a Conscious Couples Awakening retreat. So it's called the Awakening Heart Conscious Couple. And I would love to have you in there. If you want to join in or if you want to know more about it, we do have an application process and the link is below. Feel free to have a conversation with us about what's going on for you. And at the same time, I would love to hear more in the chat about what it is you are experiencing right now through these times. I know many of us are going through different challenges, growth spurts and struggles. And what I really want to just stay anchored into is that this is an opportunity for us to wake up to ourselves and be able to create more love here on planet Earth. Because what we need more than ever right now is understanding, awareness, conscious relating, and being able to connect in a way deeper way. So I look forward to hearing from you soon. Have a great day.